Hey, you guys, let's talk about this narrative all men cheat, right? Now, I'm just gonna hop right into it. Uh, First of all, I disagree. To some extent, I understand why, that's a narrative. I understand why people say what they say about that. But again, I disagree. And I can only speak for me. I can only speak from my perspective, right? So, let's just jump right into it. So, the narrative all men cheat, I think, is understandable, but I also think that it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because all men don't cheat. And I know we got this whole black men don't cheat thing going on, so it ain't got nothing to do with none of that, right? But anyway, I'll tell you why I don't believe that's the case, right? So I've been married 3 times, and to be 100% transparent, I have cheated before, but this was like a long, long, long time ago, right? And even when I did, I had to come clean about it because it was just eating me up. Now. Again, I'm not like the perfect man. I'm not like the perfect person. I got my issues. I make mistakes. I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. I'm not any of that. You know what I'm saying? But today we gonna go a little bit of both sides, right? From a male's point of view of why men do what they do in some situations. Now, sometimes men just do dumb shit. That just is what it is. And that's not just men, but that's men and women. That's human beings, right? But anyway, so again, like I say, it's not that I've never been there before and I don't know what happened. I know exactly what happened, and I know exactly what happened. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, even though I was a young man, it still was something about it that, you know what I'm saying, it just ate me up and ate me up. And I don't know that the person at the time would have ever found out, but it just ate me up so much till I had to come clean about it. But anyway, so, and I don't want to give up too much I don't want to give up too much information, but I mean, anyway, so I've been married this time for going on 7 years, right? I was married the last time for 20 years or so. And I was married the first time for about 7 or 8 years, not living together that amount of time, but we were married for that amount of time. So anyway, let's get off of that and get into this whole all men cheat thing, right? So anyway, not saying that it couldn't happen to me or it wouldn't happen to me, but I've been in situations where, and the female is a powerful thing. Let's just put that out there. But I've been in situations where I said, no, I ain't going to be able to do this. I can't, this ain't right. And here's how, and I can only speak for me, but here's how I do it. That's not to say I never get tempted because I'm a man. It's not to say just because I'm married, you know what I'm saying, I don't have eyes. Just because I'm married, I don't catch feelings. Miss me with all of that. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a whole 100. You know what I'm saying? So, but because of the love I have for my person, my wife at the time, my wives at the other time, because of what I have for them and the respect that I have for them. And in my mind, I always ask myself the question, how would this person feel if they found out that I did this to them? And most time, with a man, it's not even really, I'm doing this to you. It's just that I'm doing this. And that's just the blatant truth about it. I mean, I don't know how much, I don't know how to put it. That just is what it is. A man ain't thinking about what I'm doing to you when he's doing what he's doing. Most time, men cheat out of, I'm not going to say necessity because it's not a necessity, but most time men cheat out of, most time a man cheats for a different reason. That's why it's so hard for men to accept when women cheat than it is for women to accept when a man cheats. Because women are emotional and women get emotional attachments. Men don't have that for everybody. A man can be with a woman and don't give a damn about her. It just is what it is. And I think it's the way that most of us are built, or all of us as men are built. It's just that some of us some of us break that down. Some of us fight against that. Some of us make, like me personally, I made a stand with myself that I wouldn't, and especially knowing how that feels, I wouldn't ever want to make another person feel like that, right? But that's just the reality of it. We're made differently, and we hear it and we say it and we know it, but we're just made differently. We just wired different. I can't say it enough. The people that said it before can't say it enough. It just is what it is. We're wired completely different, right? So again, it's like, it's not that I'm not made like the rest of the men. It's not that I'm so great and I'm so different and I'm so strong and I'm so this, that, and the third. Because it's not that. It comes down to making the decision. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much making the decision. Am I going to be this person or am I not going to be this person? Am I going to be a man of my word? Am I going to stand on my, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Because again, a woman is a powerful thing. You know what I mean? But at some point in your life, you have to, and I think for me, it's more so my mental side of it. You know what I'm saying? But also, it came with a price too, because I've been through some drama. When I tell you drama behind some women, Lord have mercy, I've been through some drama. And that put me in a mindset that I don't ever want to see, hear, or think about drama for the rest of my life. That's just the reality of it, right? But I also made up in my mind that I'm not going to do that to a person. I'm just not. It's hard not to. Well, I won't say it's hard not to, because most time if you don't put yourself in that position, and that's another thing, you just have to make sure you don't put yourself in that position. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing just happens. You just tripped and fell. No, you don't just trip and fall into something or onto something. That ain't how that works. You know what I'm saying? It starts like real small, real, and here's the thing, right? We all, even though you could say you don't, or you could say you past that, or you could say, I don't need this, I don't need that, and blah, 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 blase, blase. You could say whatever you want. But human nature is, human nature says that everybody needs to be wanted, everybody needs to feel love, everybody needs to feel relevant, different stuff like that. So you can say, oh, I'm strong, I don't need nobody to validate me, I know who I am, I love me, I'm this, I'm that. You know, you can say that all you want. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, it's just human nature. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to feel wanted. Everybody needs to feel loved. Everybody needs to feel validated. Everybody needs to feel, you know what I'm saying? And it don't always necessarily have to be from your person. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we get so comfortable and so content and so, what's the word? Complacent, that we don't always give our person what they need. But you better trust me, it's going to be somebody out there that's just waiting for them not to get what they need at home, and they gonna damn sure try to give it to them outside of the home. And it don't have to be it comes in small ways, it comes in small gestures, it comes in different things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I'm off topic, but I'm gonna get back on, because we're talking about all men cheat. I don't believe that. A lot of men cheat. I believe that. A lot of women cheat, because if men ain't got nobody to cheat with, you do the math. I'm going to leave that right there. You heard me? But anyway, let me get back serious. But for real, all men don't cheat. A lot of times, men and women, they cheat because they're not getting what they need at home, or they're not getting what they got in the beginning of the relationship. And I'm guilty, so I know what I'm talking about. It ain't like I'm saying some shit I heard about. I know what I'm talking about. I've been on both sides of the spectrum, right? And when I said that I did cheat before, I have cheated before, and I knew what I felt. I knew why I did. It wasn't just because she was so pretty and she was so sexy. She was, but it wasn't because of that. It was because of what I was feeling, and because what I felt like I wasn't getting, and because let's just keep it real. When your person seems like they don't pay no attention to you, trust me when I tell you, it's going to be 2 or 3 other ones out there. Even if it's just one, they going to show some attention. It might not be disrespectful, nothing disrespectful or whatever, but just a person of the opposite sex showing you some attention that you're not getting, that's going to be a big deal to you, right? And for me, that was the deal breaker. I felt like my person at the time didn't, well, let me just keep it 100. I felt like my wife at the time, and granted we were young, that's why I don't hold no, I mean, we good. We don't, we're good. So we got married young, and it was just different because we were so young. But here's the thing. Even the bad side that I contributed, right? Because I did, because at that time, I'm sure everybody, well, I know now, everybody looks for, especially women. Women look for stability. Women look for a person who can look out for them, a person who can take take care of them, a person who can provide. You know, that's what men are supposed to do. Providers, protectors. You know what I'm saying? Breadwinners, all of that. Not saying she couldn't do it herself, because she was, but I had a habit back then of quitting jobs. I don't feel I'm quitting. I'm not, so I wasn't stable. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I wasn't stable, and I wasn't stable mentally. I could take care of you. I can do whatever, but I wasn't stable. So, okay, past all of that. So here's the thing. I'm going to go where the stability is, which is I know my people got me, right? My people always got me. But in my mind, I'm thinking, you don't want to spend no time with me. You don't care about me. All you want to do is your people. Your people this. You always over here. And I'm young. Remember, we both young at the time. So, in retrospect, I already know what that situation was about. I know why it turned out the way it turned out. And like I say, that wasn't a bad, like super bad or a bad breakup or a bad divorce or nothing like that. It wasn't like that. We was actually cool after that. You know what I'm saying? And we're still cool today. We don't talk much, you know what I'm saying? But we're still cool today. If I see her, if she see me, or whatever the situation, you know what I'm saying? But getting back to what I was saying about, I knew why I did what I did, right? Because I felt like you don't care one way or the other. I had people calling my house, and I felt like you don't ask no questions. You just don't give a damn. I mean, not like that. I didn't have people calling me, but people would call me, and it was never a question of, who is that, what that person want. And I've been in some situations like that. Like, I couldn't even have friends with people. Not that particular relationship. But anyway. So yeah, that's what happened with that. And I knew what happened with that. I knew why that happened. You know what I'm saying? And again, it wasn't only because the other person was pretty, or the other person was sexy, or the other person was this, that, and the third. It was because they showed some attention when I felt like I wasn't getting any. And we have a habit of doing that. I'm guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, everything good. We dating, we going. And I even say, this ain't who I am. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really into people like that. I don't like to go out a lot. I don't need to be, I could be at home chilling, watching some movies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you plan something, I'll go. If you want to do something, let me know and I'll go. Now, the narrative is that the same way you got me is the same way you should do to keep me. And I get that. And I agree with that. But if I feel like if I don't know. We ain't gonna go to that. But anyway, the all men cheat thing is not true. You know what I'm saying? And the men that do, some of them just do it just to do it. It's this whole thing that's been since the beginning of time, that they were taught to do that. Boy, sow your wild oats. Get as much as you could get. Have as many women. How many girlfriends you got now? How many? That was a thing. You know what I'm saying? That's always been a thing. And so I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying that's always been a thing. But at some point in life, you have to grow up and say, hey, even if I did do that when I was younger, I'm grown now. I need to step up and be a man. Or, not that you're not a real man if you do, but I need to step up and make some decisions. I need to be able to control my body. I need to be able to control my mind. If I can't control my own mind and my own body, then you know what I'm saying? What is that? And that's what I'm saying about me. That's why I can say that, no, I don't cheat. Do I get tempted? Yes. Do I see? I love women. Women are the most beautiful thing in the world to me. I'm not going to even stunt. I love women. They don't have to be your form of beauty or the next person's form of beauty, but I just love women, period. It's just something about them. But I also love my person. And I also don't want to disrespect my person, because I also don't want my person to disrespect me. Now, you can say whatever you want to say about that, but that's a lot of where it comes from. And not only that, I put myself in that person's position. How would I feel if I found out, or you come home one day and say, well, babe, got in a situation with my work husband today, or because that's a whole new narrative right there, work wives and work husbands. I don't get that, but it is what it is, and it's a thing. But anyway, I got in a situation, and we had lunch, and we had some drinks, and before you know it, we was having some other stuff. How I'ma feel if, you know what I'm saying, if that happens? So why would I want to put that on somebody else? And that's hard to do, because a lot of people don't do that. You know, most time in any situation, whether it be cheating, whether it be work, whether it be friendship, relationship, marriage, whatever it is, most time all you have to do is put yourself in somebody else's shoes. I can't understand what your life is because I don't live your life. You can't understand what my life is because you don't live my life. But if I take the time and put myself in your shoes sometimes, I can pretty much say, you know what? I wouldn't want to feel like that. I wouldn't want to do somebody like that, or I wouldn't want that to be on my name, or I wouldn't want, you know what I'm saying? And as hard as it may be, it's kind of that simple. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I know it's hard, because again, I've been there, done that. You know, so all I'm saying is that I know some people are just programmed to be who they are. Some people use the fact that they didn't have a dad or a father figure or a man to teach them certain things. But at some point in life, you got to stand up and be your own person, be your own man, be your own, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of information out here. It's a lot of information in your own mind. You know when you're doing right or wrong. You get this feeling. It's just like anything else. You know what I'm saying? Let's use overeating. Let's use eating something you ain't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the situation. While you're doing it, it's the greatest feeling in the world. You get the what you call it, the endorphins or whatever you call it. You get all of that stuff, everything that goes along with it, and then as soon as you finish, you get that other feeling like, man, I shouldn't have did that. Why do I keep letting myself do that? And being a man, we've heard a lot of men say that, bro, I don't even know why I did that. It wasn't even, I don't even know why. Well, you did it because you did it because you wanted to do it, number one. And number two, because you let yourself fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And we've all been there. So, you know what I'm saying? Those are situations that we just deal with. But to get back to the main focus is, no, all men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? All men don't cheat, but all men are not angels either. Meaning, me, I'm not saying I don't cheat because I'm an angel, or I don't cheat because I got it so under control, or I don't cheat because I'm just this great man. No, it has nothing to do with none of that, because I'm not any of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm struggling just like everybody else struggling. Have mental warfare all day, every day. I'm dealing with the same things most people are dealing with. You know what I'm saying? On the mental side. Not just because I don't do it physically doesn't mean that My mental is together. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that's just not true. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, it's not true because all men don't. You know what I mean? Now, it's a lot of men that do. But on the other side of that, it's a lot of women that do. You know? And most time, like I said, you ever realize or you ever see two people hook up, right? And they hook up. Everything in the beginning is like, Lord, this is it. She's so fine. He's so fine. He do this. He do that. And boy, he got hands like this, and he could break my back, and he could do whatever. But then when Mad Day come, he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And then from that point on, he ain't shit. Don't call me, don't say nothing to me. What you want? Why is you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Now picture that. That's all I'm saying. Picture that. But here's the thing. It's the what's the word? It's not the relationship or what he or she does. It's the idea of it. Because his body is this, and he know everything about my body, and she knows exactly what to do and exactly what to say, and it's all an idea of what, you know what I'm saying, of what we're searching for. It's all an idea of what is the right thing and not the right thing. It's just like in the beginning of a relationship. In the beginning of a relationship, right? You get in that relationship, and then everything is good. She's so pretty. Oh, and that little thing she do, like not nothing sexual. I'm just saying, like that little thing she does. It could be a little nervous tick that she do, or it could be the way she chew her food. It could be, you know, I'm trying to make a point, so just follow me right quick. That little thing he does, or that little jealousy trait he got, that means he care about me and all of that, right? Or this little thing, whatever. And then you've been around that for a long time, right? And now all of a sudden, that same little thing that used to turn you on is like the worst thing in the world. Why are you chewing like that? Why are you doing this? Why you touch me like that? Why you do, you know what I'm saying? And then everything you do, now he jealous about. You can't talk on the phone. You can't have no male friends. He can't even see you at work having a work relationship with somebody. I mean, literally working with somebody. That's the opposite. That's a male, right? So, you know what I'm saying? All of that in the beginning was, oh, it's so cute, it's so this, it's so that. You know, just like a child. You teach a child, or you watch a child grow up cussing and doing all of these crazy things that they're not supposed to do, and you think it's cute. But then one day they get old enough and cuss your ass out, and then it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? So all of those things, basically saying all of that to say is that I think we're in love, and I'm still on topic, but it's all about relationship as well. And I'm still, and like I say, basically what I'm trying to say is that whatever you start with, you got to finish with. I understand that, but that's not logical. We can say that all the time, but it's not logical. So, excuse me, my thing is, whatever you can work out or whatever you can figure out and work through it, that's where the logic comes in. Because we have all of these things that we've heard, all of these sayings, and all of that different kind of stuff about the same way you got me is the same way you're gonna keep me, which is not it's not feasible. It's not gonna happen. You gotta work at it. You gotta be able to keep a person's interest in you. You gotta be able to keep yourself. You basically gotta be able to basically adapt and adjust, because people change, life changes, everything changes. But we have this idea of what it should be, and if it doesn't add up to that, then it ain't. That's not true either, you know. So getting back to the all men cheat thing, my opinion in that is that no, all men don't cheat. Yes, a lot of men do cheat. Yes, a lot of women cheat, but all women don't cheat. Also, when you look at the whole scenario of the way we were made and the way we were built, we were all built to procreate. So that whole situation or scenario of if I ain't with you, I ain't gonna be with nobody, or if I ain't, bullshit. It's just, it is not the way we were made to be with each other. That's why. And that whole saying about once you get married, all of that ain't going away. I promise you it ain't going away. It's the decisions you make that's going to keep you from getting out there in the streets or doing what you ain't supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So, no, all men don't cheat. All women don't cheat. But yes, a lot of men do and a lot of women do. Because if men didn't have women to cheat with, then they wouldn't be able to cheat. So, and I've learned that most people that do cheat are married, because they feel like if you got somebody and I got somebody, then you can't be tripping when you feel like tripping, and I can't be tripping when I feel like tripping, because now you got other people involved. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't want to do these videos too long, but this is just something I saw on the internet, and then I was thinking about it, and so I figured let's talk about it, right? So if there's anything I left out or anything you know what I'm saying, anything whatever your opinion is about it, just put them down in the comments. All right, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. That way you'll know when I post new videos and new content. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.